got in pretty late last night, later than planned. I'll explain in a second. And whenever we got in, I did a room tour and then we went to dinner. So I'll put that footage here. Okay, so here's our room. It's a bit tight. This is what you see when you walk in. Very cozy. Love the vibes. To the right, it's a little coffee machine and desk area. And then right here is the closet. And then we have the bed. And I think all their rooms are like different colors. And then a nice little TV. And then here's our little view just of a little Parisian building. We're actually staying in the first arrondissement, I think is how you say it, which is super nice. We really wanted a central location, and this is right by the Louvre. And if you don't know how Paris works, it goes like in a circle, and the lower the number, the more like city center it is. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it goes out like that. We found a really good deal on this hotel. I'll have it linked down below. It's super, super nice so far. So this is the bathroom. It's tight, as is everything in Paris, but we love it. It's all we need. It's perfect. And then the little tiny shower. And that's the room tour. So we got in later than planned because Sam accidentally booked the wrong flight. So we were flying in from Rome, and there's 3 airports for Paris, and 2 of them are pretty close to the city, and one of them is really far away, and that's the one that Sam booked. So we had to take a 2-hour bus ride after our flight to get to the city, and by that point it was like 8:30 at night. So we checked into our hotel and then went to dinner. But hey, the flight was really cheap, so I guess that's a win. And then the bus ride was also really cheap and seamless. So if you're looking for a budget hack, there you go. I'll put on the screen what airport we went into. I can't fully remember, but it's the one that's pretty far away. I am so excited for this Paris trip. The last time I was in Paris was in 2018, so a long time ago, and this is Sam's first time. So we have lots of fun things planned. Today we're gonna go to the Louvre and then see what the rest of the day has for us. So it is kind of early in the morning, so we need to get going and start getting ready. Sam is currently on a run, which is so his theme anytime we travel, and he went and picked me up a coffee before he went. So I'm sipping on this and getting ready. So while I'm getting ready, I thought I would show you guys some of my favorite skincare, and this video is sponsored by Typology Paris. It's perfect. All of their products are made in France, and I love this brand because they are clean and they stick to the essentials and nothing more. I've been using Typology's products for over 5 months, and I love them. I reach for them every single day. So I thought I'd show you guys how I use their tinted trio. Not only does Typology have skincare, but they also have makeup with skincare in it. So you're really getting the best of both worlds. Before I show you guys the products, I did want to let you know that they do have an exclusive offer for my viewers. If you guys want to go to the link in the description box, you can receive a free organic orange blossom hydrolate with your purchase of $40 or more on Typology. Not only do I love their products, but they're super affordable. This is their tinted serum. I love this. I wear this all the time. I love just a simple makeup look, and this is formulated with vitamin C and aloe vera and squalane, and it just provides a light coverage while still like really evening out and maintaining the skin tone. I love the light coverage because I feel like it highlights my natural skin rather than fully covering it up, but sometimes we have some blemishes to cover up like I do today. So I love to go in with the tinted concealer. This does have medium to high coverage, so I just put this on all of my blemish spots, and this is enriched with caffeine and niacinamide, and it reduces the appearance of dark circles, redness, and even puffiness. So I'll even put this under my eyes. I feel like that combo is the perfect blend of natural makeup but still gives you the coverage that you want, which I love. And clearly I love them because I brought them with me while traveling. These are definitely non-negotiables in my makeup routine. I just finished up the rest of my makeup, and now time for my favorite Typology product. This is their tinted lip oil. I love this stuff. I have it in every shade now, and I think this is my favorite one. This is the one that I brought with me. This is their plum purple, and I just love how light and natural it looks while still having a color to it. I wish you all could feel how amazing this feels. This contains squalane, jojoba oil, and vitamin E, so it leaves the lips looking glossy without it being sticky. That's huge for me. I mean, I wore this on the flight. I've been keeping this in my bag everywhere we go, which only has my essentials, my wallet, my camera, my phone, and my Typology tinted tinted lip oil. The last thing I'll say about Typology, and the reason that I fell in love with this brand, is because they are a clean brand. So like I mentioned, they're made in France, so they follow all of the European regulations, which has a lot more restrictions on it compared to the US. So they only put clean ingredients and essentials in here, which I really love. Everything's super minimal. So again, if you want to check out Typology, check out the link down below, and if you spend 40 or more, you can get a free gift, which I love that they give you guys that offer. So with all that being said, Sam should be back any minute, and I think we're gonna go get some croissants, some more coffee, and then head to the Louvre. All right, time to try these croissants.
Quality.
There you go. How much yours?
Unreal. That's really good.
So we're at, it looks like Stower. And this is apparently the oldest patisserie in all of Paris. One of King Louis's bakers like created this in the 1700s. The flakes. To the Louvre. We started running a little behind because we made an impromptu decision to go into another bakery because the first one didn't have coffee, but we're now at the entrance and we're 2 minutes early, and now we're gonna go see the Mona Lisa. We also are stuffing our faces because I don't think we can take these things in. Okay, we just finished at the Louvre. It's cool, especially if you love art. I think it would be worth your time. Last time I came to Paris, I didn't come, I just like was out here.
Saw the Mona Lisa. It was worth it, and you should do it and not spend way too much time here. Unless you're a big art person.
If you're not an art person, it's probably not worth it. If you're like me. But now we're gonna go walk the gardens. Let's keep going, and then I think after that we're gonna go to the Notre Dame. Went back to the room. I just added my linen pants because I was feeling kind of warm. We were gonna get ramen, but I see a line. So we put our name down. It says an hour 30 wait. So we're just gonna give it a try. It's cool. You just put your name down on the phone and then it will like update you on your time. So we're just gonna walk around. We're near the Latin Quarter and we're gonna go find some crepes in the meantime because it sounds amazing and we're in France. 2 weeks ago when we had our layover here, we tried this place and it was very good. It was so different. It's like meringue. This is what it's called. Definitely worth a try if you ever see it. First crepe in Paris.
Really good.
Yeah, I got butter, cinnamon, and sugar. It's my favorite. That makes me so happy.
still waiting for our table. And so now we're gonna walk to the Notre Dame, and this is just beautiful and dreamy. I mean, beautiful. We are back in our hotel. The ramen was so good. It was unlike any ramen I've had. It was delicious. We shared one. We've just been kind of chilling after we got our coffee. And now we've decided, since it's gonna be raining the rest of the night, let's do something cozy, but still feels like we're in Paris and somewhere different other than like the hotel. So we're gonna go get hot chocolate at this famous hot chocolate place. And we're gonna sit, read our books, have some hot chocolate, just have a cozy night. It's 6:30 right now, so I'm gonna be hungry for dinner soon. So we'll just see what the night holds. We have no idea. Last time I was in Paris, I did not see the Eiffel Tower at night. And so that's something I regret. So either tonight, later, if it's not raining, we might go, or tomorrow night. But we have to go. I have to see it at night. So we'll bring you guys along and we'll figure out what we're doing. I'm trying to fit into this little mirror, but so I just threw on these cargo pants I forgot I had, but they're like double lined so they're warm. I'm looking a little frumpy.
Frumpy.
But hey, we're gonna be warm and cozy. Finishing up here at Crepes, and it was the best hot chocolate I've ever had. So worth coming, and come kind of like later at night. Like we came at like 6 and there was nobody here. Been chilling here reading. It's been very, very fun. But now we need to go find a place to eat. We don't know what we want. We don't know if we want French. I don't know. Sam wants a burger. I want a burger, steak. Babe. Like, but I also want French onion soup again. So we're just gonna look inside. Vibes. Like that looks vibey. What is this? We've been stressing over where to eat for the past probably an hour now. Yeah, it's 9:30. But this looks like a good burger place. Sam really wants burgers, so we'll see. We're biking back because it's like only a 7-minute bike. So wish us luck. Good morning, it's day 2 in Paris. We have another full day. Today, we don't really have much of a plan. Now we are heading to near the 7th to go get some pastries, and we're gonna kind of see that side of Paris today. And then tonight, I think we're going to climb the Arc De Triomphe. I need to buy those tickets. Oh, I thought that was a golden. But anyway, let's go get some pastries in the 7th. We're in an area where this is like one of the most famous shopping areas. It's just a straight road, and at the end you can see the Arc De Triomphe, and then at the other end is the Louvre. Arc De Triomphe, do you see it? And then way down that road is the Louvre. So pretty cool. Now time for pastries. I can't even explain how hungry I am. I'm so ready. more the crunch that I prefer.
Right.
A must-see is the Lottery. Macarons are my favorite. Okay, so I got chocolate caramel, 2 coffees, pistachio, vanilla, strawberry. I think I'm trying coffee.
Strawberry.
Coffee's always my favorite. This is almond, and it is good. Maybe caramel? Maybe this is vanilla.
No, honey lemon.
And pistachio. So freaking good. Quick cat nap. Now we're back out. I changed because I was really cold, so I put on a few more layers, and we just went and got a baguette at a place that had the best baguette in Paris 2 years in a row. Let's try it. I know they tear it and eat it, but I wish I had some butter to dip this into.
Oh, thank you.
We are on the on-off bus. Sam's still eating the baguette.
Eiffel Tower!
We did the bus tour. It was really great. The history was fun. They're doing a ton of construction right now for the Olympics. You can't go under the Eiffel Tower, and the area where it's like super iconic to see the Eiffel Tower, this like plaza thing across the bridge, is also like mostly blocked off. It's still absolutely amazing. We were walking past a souvenir shop. They have music boxes with different songs, and I said to Sam, I was like, I bet they have our first dance song because it's originally a French song and it's in French. So we found it, and listen, this is our first dance song. So I thought maybe if we have like a daughter one day, this would be really sweet to give. I'm excited. Okay, we just wrapped up dinner. We were both like, we don't want any more French food. We've had our fill. So what we agreed on was that we both could do Mexican. So now we're going to Metro to the Arc De Triomphe and climb up it. Sam got a crepe on our way. Pretty good. To the top. Look at that. Last time I was in Paris, I went to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and I feel like this is a prettier view because you can see the Eiffel Tower. I wanted to give you guys my Paris recap, what I would recommend, tips, all the things. Okay, first let's talk about where we stayed. I loved our hotel. I would really recommend it. And we stayed in, I think, what is called the first arrondissement. Paris is made up of little tiny sections, and the sections kind of go like in a circle, and the first is like the city center, and then the higher the number goes, the further out of the city you're getting. So the first is where the Louvre is. It is right in the center, and I really loved staying there. I felt like it was a great location. It felt very central to everything, but you are paying a higher price to stay there. My first time staying in Paris, I stayed in the 6th, and I felt like that was also a great area. Still felt very central, a little bit further removed, but nothing bad. That was also where a lot of really great restaurants are, so not a bad option. Then whenever we had our layover on the very beginning of our trip, we had a day and a half in Paris that I never really filmed or anything, and we actually stayed in the 15th arrondissement, which was right near the 7th. So we stayed really close to the Eiffel Tower, which is very far from where we stayed, like during whatever you saw. That was still a great place to stay, to be near the Eiffel Tower, but it did feel like a completely different experience. Definitely much slower over there, a little bit more local, but we were so far from everything else that we actually didn't even go see it. So we just stayed around like the Eiffel Tower area. So overall, the arrondissements that I would recommend staying in is the 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th. They're all kind of very central to everything, and I feel like you could get around really easy, lots of metro stations and things like that. Second thing, if you want to go to the Louvre, you have to book your tickets in advance. People will stand in line all day and likely not get in, and then you're wasting precious time just standing in line. So you can go on to the Louvre website and you can book your tickets for a specific time. So we did the earliest time. We did not wait in line very long, and it was great. We got to go in, it wasn't too crowded, it was perfect. If you love art museums and you are really excited to go to the Louvre, then I would highly recommend getting a guided tour. We did guided tours in every other city we went to throughout Europe, but we knew we really only wanted to see like the Mona Lisa and maybe a few other things throughout the Louvre. Something that I did the second time around in Paris that I did not do the first time around was bike the city, and that quickly became my favorite thing to do in Paris. We did it in the daytime, we did it at night, and it was so fun. We did the Lime bikes, which are actually electric bikes, so I never broke a sweat, I was never tired, and it was an extremely efficient way to get around the city. If you are a foodie, I would highly recommend doing your research in advance and seeing if there's a specific restaurant that you want to go to, making a reservation. I did that with everywhere else we went in Italy, but I did not do that on this trip, and I kind of feel like we missed out just a little bit. I also liked the freedom of just like trying whatever, but I definitely didn't research too much about food, and I kind of regret that. Speaking of food, some notable places that we went that I think you should go to, and it's worth going out of your way for. Correct, where I had that hot chocolate. I'm still dreaming about it. That was the best hot chocolate I have ever had. It was so delicious, and we went kind of in the afternoon, and it was not packed at all. It was so peaceful. It was great. I really recommend heading there. Also, the ramen spot that we went to was delicious. I recommend heading over there early and put your name down on the list, because there are hundreds of people waiting to eat there since it is Michelin recommended. I think it was worth it, especially if you can get there early whenever you're not super hungry, and then by the time your wait is up, you'll be ready to eat. Last recommendation that I am so surprised about is the bistro that we ate at the very first night. It was so cute inside, and the food was delicious, especially the French onion soup. That was the best French onion soup I had on the whole trip, and the pot roast I had there was so good. It was delicious. I really recommend. It was actually right across the street from our hotel, but I would recommend like going out of your way there for dinner. It was so cool. The vibe was cool. They have street seating that feels very cozy and very, very Paris. And lastly, the best croissant I had was Stower. Surprisingly, the first one that we went to, it was very good. It was the perfect balance of like flaky and buttery and delicious. I'm picky about my croissants, so I feel like I'm a good person to recommend croissants. I also think the on and off bus tour was so worth it. It was so fun. It was a great way to learn some history about the city, and also to get around, because they just stop at each place and you can get on and off as much as you want. And it was just a new point of view that I hadn't seen the city from. This time around, we did not get a chance to go to the Palace of Versailles. I went the very first time I went to Paris, so I think it is so worth seeing if you have the time. It's definitely a full half day, but it's really worth it. It's one of the coolest things that I've ever seen. Just like unreal. It's seems so unreal. So I would really recommend going. I also recommend going to the Luxembourg Gardens. Wasn't on my plan to do. I actually put it in my head as like a skip. We don't need to do that. But we were just waiting for our reservation with food. So we just walked in there and it was very, very fun. We were actually sad to leave. We had to leave to go get lunch and we wanted to stay a little bit longer. So I would recommend that. If you are a grandma like me, you need to take my word for it. The Eiffel Tower is worth seeing at night. Also, highly, highly recommend climbing up the Arc De Triomphe rather than climbing up the Eiffel Tower, because then you get the view of the Eiffel Tower from the Arc. It's also not as high, so if you're afraid of heights like me, it feels a little bit better, but I've done both, and I truly believe that doing the Arc was the best decision, especially right at dusk. The city looks beautiful. You can see the Eiffel Tower light up. It's just a great experience all around. Also, riding your bike around the Eiffel Tower at night, magical, pure magic. It was amazing. The last thing I want to say about Paris, the best part about Paris is just wandering around. Every street is gorgeous. You get to see so much beauty along the way, and it's such a unique city that just walking around and wandering aimlessly is probably the best part about it all. So that is it for my Paris vlog. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, be sure to stick around and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.